Hey, how you guys doing, man? It's G. I'm gonna do an answering comments video. I didn't realize. I thought it had made it a couple of months. Hey, so I didn't pause my video over here. I thought it had been a couple of months, but I guess it's a couple of months turned to a bunch of months. So I'm way over for one of these. So I'm gonna answer your questions and comments, man, from the videos. So. I'll answer as many as I can get, but it's been apparent since December. So crack open a Schlitz. I already starting it. Sorry, no smoke. Going right out of the bottom of this because it shits. I mean, come on, break. Already had a bunch, so let me log this on Untap. Today's a pretty significant day for me, by the way. Oh shoot, haven't been. God, it's so busy during the week. Let me show you my Untapped here so I can log this in. But it's a pretty significant day for me personally. It's 4 years today that I've to Phoenix, and it's also 2 years to the day I bought my house. So the current house that I'm in, it's 4 years today, and it's 2 years in the house today. So pretty cool, man. Pretty good reason for me to have a beer and some comments and do something online with all you guys, man. You know, if you haven't had a Schlitz, I would advise checking it out, man. You know, I hadn't had it in a while, and you know, it's been some time since boy, I haven't checked this one in a while. I remember my yeah, sure. Let's see, I'll just confirm. Foods. Yep. Go to Whole Foods. Handler. Have a few beer. Whole Foods, man. Those use that have a hole that has a bar. Great just to have a beer. Wine they serve. You know, wine. I don't know about spirits. I don't know if they have spirits. I never asked for spirits at Whole Foods, but they definitely have beer wine. That's for sure. They have fantastic. Of course, you can whatever they have that they say. Go ahead and drink there, but then also have a really collection of craft bars. So enjoying that. It's about 100 a day here. We're back warmed up. Yeah, Jason here. My Black Ale review. And he says that background song. A lot of people liked my background music that I used to put in my old video. One man, them videos are not getting taken down. I had a bunch of that were took down a long ago, but they're making copyright claims on videos, so which is fine. Let's make this a little bigger, you guys. Let me lower it a little bit. And then we had, and it's on my I won't install iOS 0.6 or 10 Lion. That my laptop on. No, I'm sorry. I'm my that was on the iMac. Used to have. I actually have it. I just don't use it. But this happened to me too, and the reason mind map is because OS verification is internal part of your computer. And when I started my computer, I think fried up. It is fixable, but it's not your drive for sure. I wrote and told, thank you for help. I appreciate it. Paul on my which review is this? This is Dos Equis review. Paul Brown, he's down the best tasting beer ever. Can't find it here. Huh. I told him I love brew as well. I buy some. Haven't in a while. Thanks for watching. TD Burrs, hey, we Craig in chat, head coach, brothers. I can say for sure, I haven't Dos Equis Amber in a long time. Now that mentioning it, I would like to say a 6. Maybe I haven't had it in a long time. When I have it, I eat it. You know what I'm saying? I'd say for sure. I know I've seen Equis. God, I can't imagine not having Dos Equis Amber available. A lot of people like it, but I haven't looked. So look and get back to you. So stay tuned. Watch, share. Keegan, pint of black stuff while watching. Oh my goodness. Thanks for watching. That's my Guinness. My review. I'm pretty sure that's my popular review. Guinness review. The Guinness review. And Great Unstained. Quality is absolute garbage, mate. Seriously, do you think? Well, that's on my. Let me see. View 2008 Fuller Vintage Ale. I couldn't disagree. I mean, that beer is fantastic. I thought that was really good. I will have to respectfully disagree. So, let's see. This brew was fantastic. Thank you for your comment, though, because, and that's the thing. I just want to know your opinion. I mean, I can do, and that's perfectly fine. Disagree with me all the time. Perfectly fine. I just please post your comment. You don't have to like it with me. Sure, I think it's garbage. That's great, actually, because maybe someone else agrees with you. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't feel like you can only comment if you agree. That's not the call. Trying to make a perfect size where I guess I don't really this one do that big. That's for sure. So let me. I'm trying to make it a perfect size where you can see. But then I can full screen as well. Austin review. That's Sam Madden Bach. Missed that. Now I realize I don't make it, but I miss it, and it was a special brew that brew every other year. I think with that one. So put a nice thanks. Some of these comments are pretty old, so I'll probably be as down here. I'll just bring just the comments. I'll probably reply to them because it'll be so old. This is on the share bureau 65 where I said it offered me a blowjob. And that was actually 2 women offered me a blow. Actually, I have conversation had women, and I told them, you know, I had 2 women offer me a blowjob, and that's fantastic. What's that now? Blowjob meaning shot, the blowjob. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, but Andrew, longtime supporter of our show, the menu logo for Kane looks like Hardee's or Carl's logo. I don't know. I think so. I think if you're talking about the overall font, maybe not the color, but the overall font, and maybe the kind of curviness of font, maybe. I'll give you a thumbs up. And then I missed the show due to a couple of friends of the family, mom, and to their daughter's school graduation. Mom and I just got home at 8 I would assume p.m. Standard Time. Told them no worries, you know, no worries. The show wherever you can. My Bud Light. That's a wild. Says review the Lime Orange. Oh yeah, I get to that one. Dude, I have that there is a few, man. I should get to that one. Thank you for suggesting that. I should get to that. I'm thinking I could buy just one singles. I see it. Oh, the single, just in the gas. For Christ's sake, they the singles all the time. And comment from here on the post delivery follow up. Did for the first Postmate. You know, just a ridiculous experience. But Cregan, that's so sad. It's so rude to hang up on like that because what I was saying is time, and then I'll go over Zach comment. Happens every time I use about the Postmate. Good money, you should get what you ordered and it shouldn't be damaged. I told Zach using them again. You know, I had got mail, and we have Murdo. Let's see. I'll go over Murdo in just a second, but yeah, I had got mail last year, and so okay, I haven't had Chipotle in forever. Since for that whole handle with their business. But I had a Chipotle since before then, and I had never tried Postmates, and they were offering free delivery from Postmates if you order Chipotle. So I was like, well, let's give a shot. I haven't both in a while. So I played that all really smooth. I had to sign up first for Postmates, but that placed for Carnitas Burrito Chipotle is like a $2.5 million burrito. But okay, I'm going to try. I already knew that, right? It's gonna be expensive. Okay, this try since it's delivery. And I got it. I got what I thought it was. But I got this just from Postmates, and within 10 your orders, and I was thinking, wow, that's fast. Like I went down there and got it as fast as here. I mean, this is awesome. So, and it's just like Uber shows you where the little that needed. The message literally like 10 minutes later, boom, he's away, and I look on the little and it's showing the literally around the corner. I'm like, wow, incredible! Thinking this is awesome. I'll be way more. Well, the guy hands the bag, and noticed as soon as he left, which was really quick because he gave me the bag, handed him a tip. I had to even stop him. Hey, trying to, you know. And so because he handed it and took off. So fast. I didn't even have hand, and I already had cash in my hand. He took off. So, like, hey, I'm trying to get a tip, and oh, okay. So he took the tip and then hauled ass. So I turned around and walked back in my house, and then I noticed the bag was leaking. So I'm like, oh man. Anyway, the videos, you'll get the rundown. I don't want to go through it all again, but so it says on those videos, I do, I guess I should this one first. Would be, even though this service, even through every service, and up your order, and then do more this video to him that the store for up your order, Joe. Yeah, I mean it. You know, I video. I talked with a couple people at work, just two, and one of them loves, both of them loves chili and Postmates. That's really how she places, how she eats it. She gets chili, she has Postmates, liver, and never has a problem. And she's actually eating Chipotle that just got from as I was talking to her, so that's sparked that conversation. We go over Myrtle events in the chip. Hi man, it would be cool if you could reviews with music and stuff and quality. Blow it up again like they used to. Oh, they again like to and help more find decent beats. Quit doing music in my videos. I'll stop the screen second for two very specific reasons. One was the copyright claims on the videos afterwards. And then the other was I started getting hit up, you know, I had got hit up a few times by different companies, not necessarily the breweries themselves, but different companies that presented the breweries, and they wanted to use my videos, my reviews, for different reasons. And they would ask for original video. Didn't have music in it. So without the music, there was more opportunities for me. I never really been in it for the ratings, the viewers, that is, like the viewers just happened, which was cool. Trust me, it was cool. The higher quality is definitely an issue, and I recognize that. Everybody seems to like it when I do make a video with higher quality, so I'm trying to figure out a solution to that that's simple and easy that I can just leave set up. I have found a solution, but it's not a permanent like solution that I can just leave set up. But no, I do appreciate that, and I do consider that. But man, this is so convenient doing it this way. If anything, I would like to get finally this microphone going a lot better. Everybody knows I bought this microphone a long time ago already. This whole setup, I've got literally to my left, I've got a bunch of equipment in here that we never even use. It's sitting on this table that you can kind of see the back of right here. But it's right next to me. I've got all this equipment. I got cords. I've got my what do you even call this anymore? My mixer board. My I've got lights above me that you can't. I don't have one right now, but anyway, it's definitely something that I consider, and I some time today, not a ton, some time today, revisiting that, like shopping on Amazon, looking for different cameras, and I spend a little bit of time each week on that sort of thing, and I was actually hoping they would have better deals on camera, and then I ended up buying something else. So I didn't go with the camera. But go back to the share screen and or share and start back to these questions. So we got Johnny on here. Let's see. Oh, he said, wow, the leaked on mine too was a complete mess. So that really bugged because I had to clean all that mess. And then he said, name happened, and they had bad customers. I will give them that contact. Well, when I contacted Chipotle, what happened is exactly what I said in the video. They literally hung up on me. Long story short, I wasn't rude. I wasn't, I was just talking like I am now. And they hung up. So, okay. But we did contact Postmates. I told them everything that went on, and really I told them I wanted the account closed. The account closed. I didn't want nothing to do anymore. And quite frankly, that's and to her credit, she exactly what they gave me my money back immediately. I mean, that happened immediately. They gave me money back right away, which was appropriate. And they closed the account right away, which was also appropriate. So I'm appreciative of. I had good customer service. So if there's anything to say about Post is that they handle the problem, they should, and quickly. So that's, you know what I'm saying? I just my account closed, and they get money back. So both those things happen. So it's all good. On my, let's see here, Shriner Ball review says, good job, bro. So thanks in here. Let me see. Oh, this is my review, isn't it? Yeah, it's Guinness ones. Ooh, fish head 90. So this Guinness Pro Islam is it's look great, and hell, I know it's look great and tasty. Don't forget that this stuff is pure poison to human health. It's going down just like that, and you're the first. You want another one. Stay. I don't know what. Yeah, I guess the opinion is, I don't know if it's I think beer that all together, or just that. You know, and I actually had Guinness a while. Had different versions, but the original drought, I have it. So I haven't had this in a long time, but I will more. Thanks. I appreciate the comments, though. Awesome. And this was, what are Dogfish Head? Hey, did I just hear Pesci? I don't remember what in this review is probably, I don't know, 8 years old. I don't remember. I'll give him a thumbs, and I'll like heart comment as well. Oh, this is my man. The video helped a lot of people, because if you're into photography, what happens with gear, especially tripods, this is on the tripod head specifically, not just the tripod head. I had an issue with my man Manfrotto. This is the 804 RC2, and it's a heavy repair video. Simple fix. Problem that I many people would even just buy a new head or spend a lot of money to try to fix it. And Neil, how many thinks spring didn't come out just loose during a nighttime shoot, but showed to fix the and avoided to buy a whole see just like Neil's. I mean, thinking that oh, I wish I had my tripods in the other room where I, but it looks like the way when you have your tripod, right, and then you have your head on top of your tripod, which allows you to mount whatever camera you want to that on the tripod. So, and that connection can wobble and the spring comes loose, and so it makes you think, oh man, this thing going bad on or something. And the little, I don't know, little thing that swings back and forth come loose, and it's a spring-loaded thing. And it's a super easy fix, but it's not super obvious. But the minute you know how to fix it, then it's obvious. And since then, I keep, what is it, an Allen wrench or something on me to tighten that up. But man, that little tidbit of information can keep you finding a head that cost a few $100 over again. But that video has helped a lot of people. I have a lot of views on that video as well. There's some stuff on photography, quite a bit of stuff actually, video on photography on my channel as well. Older videos, but I said that a lot of people, with tripods, lights, like you tend to keep things a long time. Or with a tripod, for instance, like say I was selling that, I've had that one for 8 or 9 years now, and it's still in great condition and would still and a high price if I sold it now, because a tripod's kind of a tripod, like all they just make them in a little bit lighter material, but you don't always want lighter. You know what I'm saying? You don't always want the lightest tripod. Sometimes you want a heavy tripod for stability. It's kind of a medium weight tripod, but if you have a tripod, unless you have another specific need for a tripod, you probably won't buy another one. Like, you're probably gonna be good. So if you have 1 or 2 or even 3 tripods, you're probably gonna be good for forever, actually, if you take care of them. So same thing with your C-stands and all your lighting stands and all those tripods as well. All sorts of their stands, really, because sometimes they're not tripods, but you'll keep those things forever if you take care of them well. So and in certain cases, you want a heavy stand. I've been buying C-stands now. I couldn't justify buying C-stands in my early days of photography because of the price. Price is always a factor. But now, little by little, because they're expensive, but little by little, I've been buying stands and replacing my old black stands that I use for a lot of things. C-stands, these C-stands, those last for let me see, this is another, what is it? Oh, this is another dog head. Oh yeah, I talked about that. So Neil, right him. It's know what to learn. Excellent, you know what to look for. So now we're getting in this. There are a couple Marley Girl Dead here video. This is for this review me. Again, it's X'd out. Thank you. And tell a friend. I don't know if any of you guys know the story, you know, a few times, but it's been a long time ago. But comments here else pops up. It's been a long time, but I tell a friend from the I grew up in and out when I was a kid. We had Alpha Beta store, and I forget who the spokesperson was for Alpha Beta. You always used to stuff by a telephone. You know what I'm saying? And so that's where it's always stuck with me. FTD Burris. So give you Jody. This two brothers brewery here in up here in the Feature areas. They reached out and sent me some, and this is the I did for their Sidekick Pale Ale. And I'll tell them thank you. This also looks like a Guinness review. Kevin says Guinness and definitely my center. Not really strong. It's refreshing, tasty though. It, you know, I agree. I mean, I don't buy it all the time anymore, but it is not a super. It has a lot of roast flavor, and it's a little thin. Like once you getting into stouts, it's stout, but it is sessionable, like you're describing it. I can definitely agree. It's not strong as far as AB. I think it's under 5. But it darn sure can be tasty if I go to a steakhouse, and typically that's gonna be their beer, if and you know that's the one they have. I'll get when I go to a house. You know, I love Guinness. Typically, my sister have to agree. It can be very refreshing, especially because you know, Guinness recommends to have beer cold. They recommend that beer very cold. And oh yeah, you know, and when it's thin like it is, some people call it, that's fine. It has a nice creamy texture to it from that you get from the gas that goes into it. It's very drinkable. Thinking Friday day Earth to do the full ESB and light beers. So I'll reply to that. Earth, you know, we done that was 4. We'll give him a thumbs up. That the old one on the Manfred. This just helped a lot. Thanks, Eric. Absolutely, man. I'm the video helps. Yeah, sorry, it took me so long to report. Okay. Yeah, 'cause he's probably been after a month. What the hell? A lot of these comments be really old now. So we've used one. Oh, Hobgoblin Bark. English A. It was A dash. Okay. Well, that's the um, underscore, right? It's underscore J, right? From England, a nice beer. We also make it here in the southwest of England. Sharps of Cornwall. Also, right here, I live in Devonshire, Bay Street. I believe Sharps Bar has become popular up and down railway stations in England. Huh. Okay. So I'll thumb up in that one as well. Well, I'll give him the comment. Sometimes that information can help someone else, you know. One of these days, I keep saying that too. I'm tired of saying that. I'm tired of saying that and not following up on it. You know what I mean? But I personally mean it. My bucket list. I want to go to England and Ireland. Sam 70. Curious to see what you think. We have. Well, I haven't, Sam. What? No, have I? Maybe I. Speaking. Let me do another into the Schlitz here. Speaking of, not that one. Maybe Bum has that. So let's see. I don't just put things. I'll get to that one. I don't know. Let's see here. Roger on my which one is Newcastle Brown? Some well-known people from Newcastle. Up in you American time that Americans have heard of. Being Mark, whatever that is, Dire Straits, Jimmy Nail, Bob Ferry, Roxy Music. Oh, I must have been talking about some in that video. You know, some of these videos are pretty old, so I don't necessarily remember those at all. We Golden State sweep. That was when Golden State won the championship there. Oh, and Chad. Wow, we haven't heard from Chad in a while. Chad reviews. Just check Chad out. It's thorough with reviews. So if you geek out on, get roped out. Chad gets real specific, real detailed with his reviews. If you want to hear a really good detailed review on a beer, check Chad's reviews out. I'm surprised a pile on in the championship. Yeah, I'll give him up there. You know, State's not my team. I just was, a video talking about the game and the series and that sort of thing. Let me see what one. This is a stout review. Alex says decent review. Thank you. This is it's funny when comments got on this. My early day posting, I post different videos. I saw a music video, and I would, it was then too. I would post videos I video well. So Carlos is 2018 and still into this song, best rapper of. Don't get the recognition he needs, and this was Ortiz 154 finale. It's a good. It is a video. It's a good song if you like it. So I'll thumbs up on other photography video on the Canon IP signature. EP is the part EP E-EX15 2. This is the Mark II version of that piece. And let me see here. So you got Jerry on here. There's a good info in you. So that I could get into that. Remember that photography all really because I do photography a lot, right? And I have photography a lot. And these videos that I post like that are nice little tip videos on how to fix it real quick, or that I adjust to my equipment that might help you out. And those videos have helped out a lot of people as well. I had the video out. And let me put things watching. Dane in the chat. Hey Joe, do you want to drive that new Tesla truck? No, I'm I don't. I occasionally think about that truck. When I run into problems in what truck I have. Those that don't know, I drive trucks for a living. So Dane asking, he's a regular supporter of the show, and so he's asking if I would drive that. I guess I wouldn't want to. Curiosity would get the best. So yeah, if I had an opportunity to drive it, I would drive. But would I want to drive it? To take that question even further, I want to drive it all the time. Just yet. I mean, I have to refine it. Sit in the middle, and that's what I think about that truck. Just taking the way that it looks and stuff, and sitting in the middle of the truck. Even my friends across the pond that drive lorries, right? Lorries or I think they call them there, and sit on the wrong side of the road. Even with that, you still want to sit on one side of the truck lorry, as you know, one side or the other. You want to be on one side or the other. Could get into so many situations where that helps so much. Sitting in the middle, I was thinking about that this week even. Because so many situations. I mean, so many. And they typically have to do with backing. Like, you can drive a truck forward all you want, but you make your money backing, right? Where you get paid is the back, believe it or not, right? When you think about it, you drive from point A to point B, but you have to pick up that load and deliver that load, right? So on point A, you're picking the load where you have to back into somewhere, right? Back in dock. Typically, some places, if you pull a flatbed, for instance, there's an argument, well, I don't really back in anything. All I ever do is pull up somewhere and they load me and I take off. And that's kind of the nature of flatbed, right? Or someone that has the curtain trucks or something like that. Typically, for most, it pulls sort of van trailer, whether it be a reefer or whatever, some sort of box trailer, where you have doors on the back, whether it be a swinging door or a roll door. You back into a dock typically, and then when you deliver, you back in that dock. So there's certain situations where you have to back around something, and sitting in the middle. I just picture myself like sitting in the there's so many times I have to lean over and actually have my head out, as I'm turning, and even if it was the wrong way and you're doing it this way, like my friends when they drive the lorry. There's so many issues with that, right? And I guess driving it would make a believer out of me, or not. Right? It might just confirm everything I thought about it. Like, that's not really a good idea, because the manufacturers now, I can remember years ago, the manufacturers that make big trucks now have all come out with some sort of, what do you call them? The vehicles that they make never quite make it to manufacture. What are they? How come I remember the name of that? Oh God, the car, when they make cars, but then they don't necessarily manufacture the car exactly like that. Let me see. He says, I think it could back itself in automatic. The trucks that I've seen so far, I don't know if anybody saw, but I have seen the Amazon truck. Amazon has a truck or two of their own that are full automatic, fully computerized, right? And they have cameras all over them. I took a picture on my Instagram. So through my Instagram, I thought I posted it on my Instagram, but you might see it there. I had pulled into an Amazon, and that truck pulled in right behind me. And at first I didn't know the difference, but the people that actually were checking me in were like, "Holy crap, is that?" And so then that caught my attention, and I took some pictures of it. They're pretty good at stuff, but man, there's just these situations where I just have a hard time believing that, and even the manufacturers themselves that are making these trucks, like even Elon Musk himself would have to admit that, yeah, on pavement, doing probably, let me just a number at it, 65% or 70% of what we do, it might be just fine. Then there's that other part, and there's a lot of construction sites I go to where there's nothing for that. I'll give you, for instance, in finishing that thought, there's nothing for that camera to really analyze or go by, no lines to judge. Right now, the automatics that we have now, and by automatic, what they actually is auto shift. We have auto shift transmissions, and we have sensors on our newer trucks now, on our newer trucks, a lot like you do on the cars, and they have all that collision avoidance system and all those same sort of systems. And we have cameras on the truck, our truck now, right? Those systems screw up all the time. I can't even tell you how annoying it is. And in big trucks, we have, at least in the ones that we have in our fleet, for the company I work for, these speakers, and they're right next to your ear. I mean, in the cab, they're on each side of the cab, high, and you can't shut it off. And so whenever it thinks it's being into a collision, which all the time, it's so annoying because you're cruising and you're concentrating on a certain thing, and then all of a sudden that system goes off. It is very loud, and you see the red lights come on your dash, and it erroring is doing that. It has the sensors in the front, and it goes by sensors and the camera, so a mixture of both, and its computer's trying to figure out if you're running into a collision. A lot of times all it sees from the camera, because they're a lot taller as well, and from what I think is happening is anytime there's nobody in front of you, but anytime it runs under certain signs on the road, your roadside signs that'll tell you what freeway you're getting on, or your exit's coming up in a quarter mile or whatever the case may be, it'll see certain signs and think it's going to get into a collision. Sometimes even brakes. You're just like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, and then they'll shut down the transmission, and so the transmission won't take off again. And oh my God, it's such a headache. Same thing happens with the other systems that are even more complicated, where the computer's driving the whole truck. So it's a lot of work to be done, man. And some of these construction sites I go to, and go to them all the time, because in order to build that Whole Foods that we were talking about earlier, hell, I saw shipments on our dock for Southern Tier Brewing. Name it. I mean, if it's getting built, more than likely a truck bringing whatever you need. So we go to construction sites all the time, and these sites, I just look at them and I think there's not that it's not ever going to happen, but right now and for the near future, I can't see it. And he asked also, they would be so expensive to fix, and they are. They're extremely expensive to fix, and very hard to fix. Some those techs will come out. You have enough problems, and the truck complicated. They're very complicated without those systems, and so with those systems, and then you combine that system with what the federal government has put in play, where they want the electronic lock systems now, and all those sorts of systems. I mean, trucks are so complicated. They're incredibly complicated. The mechanics just shake their head all the time with stuff like it takes so much longer to fix a truck. They're so expensive because there's a huge truck driver shortage. I've heard. I'll tell you what, I've been driving trucks since '94. When I started driving trucks, they were talking about a truck driver shortage. So there's always been a truck driver shortage. They've never had a truck driver in. It's just always been that way. That's just the way it is. There's never enough drivers. And there's a lot of reasons for that. Something getting better as far as like being out on the road. A lot of the road drivers I talk to now aren't on the road as long as I used to be when I used to be on the road. I used to be on the road for a couple of months at a time, quite often. Now the guys are on the road for maybe 2-3 weeks at a time, max, from what I hear from drivers that I talk to, which is a small sample size, The drivers, the over-the-road drivers that work for my company are only out for a matter of hours. They from the time they leave, they're typically back in 30 hours, so roughly 24 to 30 hours. So, but that's the case with all drivers. There's different things, but that being all over the road for those long weeks and months at a time is shortening. That time period being out there shortening, because there's just nobody wants to do that. Who wants to do that? So the money's getting a little better. These have to improve in order to, because the turnover with truck driving is incredibly high. And it's because of that, some of that, and so in order to lessen turnover, then you drivers where they're at, you have to pay them. What do you say? See, there. It says, does Walmart allow you to park there, or does everybody just park? Walmart's, I was over the road, used to have truck parking. I don't know about the rest of the country. All I can kind of speak for is my regional area here. I don't know that they necessarily want you to park there anymore. The problem is that, a lot of us, a lot of things aren't necessarily that they like to accommodate you, but the problem is truck drivers. It's such a different world. Truck driving, especially over the road. Regional drivers, local drivers is a different ballgame. Driving over the road can be such a different world. Trust it is. And within that, drivers lose scope of reality, and they're just slobs. You know what I'm saying? There's no way to, and the more and more drivers there are out there, and the more drivers that respect anything or anybody, I hate to get gross with you, start leaving their bottles everywhere, and they start leaving trash and stuff. They don't pick up after themselves, take care of the drivers that are out there that may need that hospitality, just a place to park, take a nap, and get their required rest that they need. So places don't want you there anymore because you're a slob, right? Overall, look at trucks as just being messy, and I blame them. A lot of them will tolerate guys like myself, local drivers, because they. Sometimes we're our own worst enemies, sort of thing. Right? So let me get off that and get some of these comments. Just a few here, and then we'll kind of wrap up. Let me see where we at here. We've got Cam Charlotte 5. How in the hell does Pale Ale B plus joke? A pushing A plus. This is an old video, and I have since changed opinion on Pale Ale. I would have to revisit the video to see what was coming from that B. If that what was happening in the video, but I definitely think it's a solid A. So let me send the comment because I would have to agree. With you now. Thank you for commenting. So give me a thumbs up. Answer a couple more of these. Let me see. And then wrap it up here. And maybe I'll just go over some without necessarily. Let me see. Michael out of keg is 10 every day. This is for the Michelob and Bock. You know what? we've talked on share as well, like what's going on with Michelob. I know I always refer to Mark and Earth and all the regulars on the show, but Mark, actually, man, he's been with me forever. And it's funny. I know Mark remembers well, and a lot of you guys remember Michelob. A bigger, it was more marketed than it is. Man, you just don't hear anything about Michelob anymore. And sometimes, specifically by Amber Bach, because I do remember, man, it was a decent, not a great. Please don't think I'm saying. I'm not saying it's just that, and I wouldn't call it a 10, Michael saying, but it is a deep macro, right, from one of the boys. It's a deep beer. It used to be the-ish beer, years ago, but it is a trick. They don't market that more. I do still see it, but and it's a wonder. Wondered why don't they don't market this beer more. And they do, the share beer show 454. Ruben, the MDC was on point this week. I bet you. I bet that was from that bit that the chairman had a while back. So give Ruben a on that one. Dirk Riley says, "Hey, have you ever had belching beaver, Cali?" And this was even a month ago. I've known that. Have you ever belching beaver, Cali? I've seen they had a few that was just go. It was from the same, I think, the 64. Oh man, I can't talk about beaver enough. They're lovely. All you got to know, the regular show knows that I love belching beaver. They're, God, I don't know their beers in my right now. Peanut butter is bomb. I mean, that is, you have to get that. If you have not had that, get you some. Absolutely fantastic beer. Yet Fart, he's cool. Just the name on Yet Fart. I have to. What is this? This Kodak. Oh, the Kodak pod and the Z650 camera view. So that has to be on that Kodak camera and the Kodak tripod I had. That's an old video. Serious? Did I really? Wow. That's an old video. Seeing this, I'll go over these two and then that'll wrap this one. This Bee Bum Blood Ale. The beer, that one in deep. This beer on St. Louis 11 years ago, and it was easy. Yeah. Oh, and Neary, bring back Friday show. Yeah, it's been. So he was on Gary Beer show. From 460, a very special visit from the chairman. Yeah, that the shows where chairman act was in the chat. Hey Tom, what's Tom Venezuela says home. Let's see, and love for Baton. And that's the same Joel. This gets me every time. Some most felt real stuff out there, right? It's definitely unneeded. It's a good thing, man. If you haven't had to check out Joel Ortiz video in my little video. Like I said, it's not my video. It's their video. Years ago, I used to post different stuff that I thought was interesting, is the way I was at it, and then it quickly turned to, oh, you're their stuff. So kind of changed to the fact it's still there. Yeah, video that I recommend. If I, there's a video. Let me see if it pulls up here. There's a video. Yeba. If you want to get something, make sure you're in the right mindset, right? But right here, I found this video not long ago. And let me get a little bigger here. But yourself a favor, okay? And make sure that you're alone. Where alone, I mean, with your partner. Have the kids run out and you distraction. What I'm getting at, and if someone else want to watch the video with you, then go ahead. But make sure you focus in on. But the Yeba My Mind video is insane. That is, wow. That girl sing, and see the video has 3 million hits on it. It's well done. These sounds videos I really like. I listen to quite a few of. Really enjoy that format. And some of the recording better than others as far as music quality goes. But listen to this woman sing, and her voice, and she just makes you what she's feeling, and in her is insane, man. This woman's crazy talented. But about My Mind video, and that's why so many reaction videos to that video, is because it can kind of get to you, man. So I'll tell you, the way that I first found it was laying in bed, looking at my pad, checking out different YouTube videos, as I think some of us do. If you have a tablet, it's kind of one of the preferred ways of watching your tablet, right? Had my earbuds in. It's a real intimate way to view video, right? I find myself, if I'm binge watching a series, I'll be like, oh man, I'm gonna go lay down in the bed and really get into this one, right? Even though I could watch it on my big screen, 4K and all that stuff, and I've got my sound and all that. Sometimes for certain stuff, it's just a better, more intimate experience. Have lights off in your room and you're watching an iPad, and it's all good, So I was going through different YouTube videos, and then that video popped up. So let's check this one out. And wow! And then after that video, it has all the videos on the side. You start seeing reaction videos, and I watched a couple of reaction videos, and I tell you, man, that woman gets you, man. The power in her voice and the way she sings it, man, that you just feel it, man, and wow. So yeah, check it out, man, if you want. If you're into that sort of thing. Tom Venezuela says hello. And also had another question. Is beer shipped always hot? No, not always. But right now we seem to be getting a few. Actually, I've already, we'll probably talk about it on a tomorrow show. I've already seen a few pallets. We had a few pallets through my job. Southern Tier pumpkin. So I've already seen pumpkin beer. Admittedly, though, it's not a new thing. This July seems to be the beginning of pumpkin beer season. So it used to be just a few years ago unusual to see pumpkin beers in July. Not anymore. Especially Southern Tier. Pumpkin is their cash cow, so they're gonna maximize that time as much as they can. But no, it's always shipped hot, and it actually catches me by surprise. And I make a mental note of the breweries that I see come across my dock, but the the dock because it's so hot. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I wouldn't drink those kegs. You know what I'm saying? Because I eat kegs, you know, and I'm like, oof. But you know, when it's it's 110 here, man. You know what I'm saying? You can picture that dock. That dock's, and inside the trucks, it's even hotter. Inside the trailers, it's even hotter. Whew. Yesterday, it was literally just one big sponge. It was so wet, I was just a big wet sponge. I was just soaked all day. It's just so hot. Anyway, Gradius G. I used to watch your reviews like 5 years ago, and I was randomly like, I wonder what that guy who loves the smoke so much is up to. Here we are, man. We're still here. I still love the smoke. I was going to crack open other Schlitz. Let me turn the light on here and see if we can some. The light won't be warmed up, but it'll at least give us something here so we can kind of finish this one. We'll see if we get some good smoke. Let's see. Oh, damn. Oh! I've ruined it, man. Couldn't get it off smooth. Man, twist caps always have good smoke, too. But yeah, no, we still had decent smoke. So, no, we still, smoke is the coolest thing ever, right? Well, not ever, but that's kind of strong, isn't it? It's kind of like, okay, like take for instance that Postmates thing that I went through. Now, don't you get tired of all of the surveys on everything, right? So we did the survey. Okay, I went through the whole thing with Chipotle and Postmates, right? Then Postmates sends me an email. This is after I told them I'm going to close my account. I don't want nothing to do with you. They send me an email. They want to know how my conversation with the customer service went. Okay, it was a really short survey, so I went ahead and did it, right? Okay, here it was. Then they sent me another email after that one, and they wanted to know, they wanted a survey on how that customer service rep handled this situation. I'm like, are you guys gonna stop with surveys already? Stop it! You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, please stop the survey. That would be number one on the list of stuff to do. Leave alone. How about that? Like, what? Why can't I just like order something and do something without having to, well, why did you select that number? Why did you strongly agree? Why did you strongly disagree? Why did you kind of somewhat agree? What? Come on, man. Give me a break with this stuff already. You're killing me, man. Oh, my God. They literally sent me the first one. Can you please do a survey on your deal with customer service, right? And then I did that survey, and then another email came, and how did a survey on how you thought so. The cool thing, I'll give them that second one. The second one, it was very different. I'll give Postmate this because it was a 2-question quick survey, and I did, both of them were really like that. I'll give them that part at least. But at the end of that second one, because that one was specifically about a person, not just the overall customer service. And at the end of that simple 2-question survey, they gave me a choice. Do you think we should, it was 3 choices. It was buy them a cup of coffee. I was like, dang, well, that's kind of cool. There was 3 different choices. Buy them a cup of coffee, like bum lunch, or like a gift card or something, I forget. But it was 3 choices at the end, and I was like, well, hell yeah, you should buy them coffee. Like, yeah, sure job, but buy her a cup of coffee, put it in there, you buy her a cup of coffee. I thought that was kind of cool. It was way different than anything I've had on a customer survey, right? Actually, that was cool. So actually, I know the person commented on the Postmates video that worst customer service ever, but I think I kind of spoke to them. I was like, hey, that kind of impressed me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not only did they want you to do this survey and you kind of thought, or maybe they, you know, sometimes I'll go when I do those surveys, I'll go out of the way if I got really good customer service to make sure, hey, this person really, blah, blah, and I'll put in real good words for them. And hopefully they get a pat on the, you never know. But with this one, they had actually options on what do you think we should do? You know, cup of coffee, lunch, or this. I'm like, that's cool. Hell, I'll buy her a cup of coffee. You know what I'm saying? Some Starbucks, man. That's cool. You know? So I'm down with that. Give me a beer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, hey, you know, I thought that was cool. But let's see. So let me see. Nizik. He got that right. Yeah, see, Gratis said the same thing. Never encountered a survey like that. I never had. I've never, out of all the surveys I've done, and it annoys me. Like, for instance, I have Cox cable in my area, right? I have cable, but I do have cable internet. That's the only thing I have. I don't have cable in my house as far as television, right? You guys know I'm a hardcore cord cutter. Wow, a hardcore cord cutter. Man, a few more of these bad boys, and that's it for that sentence. We're gonna have to rephrase it. So it was interesting because I might be like I always do. And this time they wanted a survey. They never done that before. They were like, yeah, how was your interaction with Cox.com? And I'm like, huh? You know? I don't know. I need my bill. Like, what do you want? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm on there and I click pay bill and I pay it. Like, what? Never asked me before, you know? Who cares? Any opinion on Coors Banquet? I'm drinking one now. Oh man, you know what? Coors, you know what? A lot of these beers. This is Schlitz. Coors is one of the originals. Well, as far as like old school, one of the big macros. It's still real solid. I don't have a single problem with Coors Original. I mean, the Banquet is still a very good brew. At least I think so. I think it's a fantastic brew. I've even been meaning to buy it. But there's been the other brews I run to. Now, Schlitz I can't buy everywhere. Typically, I buy it when I go on my big beer hauls. I'll get a 6-pack because Total Wines have it. The other places that I go to don't necessarily carry Schlitz. So for me, it's a kind of a nice little treat. But I get all on the same level. Pabst happens to be at the Applebee's. They have it on tap at Applebee's when I go. So that's why you'll see I drink a lot of Pabst. They'll have that one. I enjoy Pabst. Oh, I mean, all these things serve their purpose. It's like, as much as I love getting really tacos, right? I love to go and get really good tacos from Taqueria somewhere, right? And live it up, man. Give me some good carne asada or al pastor, man. Boom, right? Get up and they make everything good. You know, tacos are reasonably priced. Some taco places are charging more. But every once in a while, you still got to Jack in the Box, or you still got to go to Taco Bell and get those cheap ass tacos, right? Like, it's what we do, right? Especially Jack in the Box. Like if you Jack in the Box in your area, then you know they've had 2 tacos for $1 since I was. You know what I'm saying? And I think nobody still to this day. You open the taco, other than it's a corn tortilla shell, you can't figure out a damn thing. You don't know what's in there, and don't ask. Maybe the cheese, because you can clearly it's a slice of American cheese in there. Other than that, maybe 3 pieces of little string lettuce that they have. They don't even hardly put any lettuce in there. All the other stuff that's in there, you're like, I don't know what that is. Can you identify that? Like, don't try to just put it in your mouth, baby. don't ask no questions. Just put it in your mouth. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just one of them things, right? And that's the way these beers are, man. You know, don't get complicated, man. It just, you know, we have good beer for those reasons, and we have these other beers that are good enough, right? You know, it's not outside. I just want to have a beer. I don't want to think about it too much, right? Same thing with Taco Bell, and McDonald's makes money for some reason, right? Come on, we can all make a better burger at home. But every once in a while, you still got to go down and get your quarter pounder, right? That's the way that works, and that's why they're still in business. That's why them places are still around. Sonic, for Christ's sake, come on. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can get better hot dog or anything except for the tater tots. Them tater tots that Sonic has are real. They're for real. I do like, I don't go to Sonic all the time. I just went to Sonic recently because I had to get that pickle slushy. No charge. And while I'm there at Sonic getting a pickle slushy, I got a medium, what you call it? Tater tots. So, because the tater tots are, I like the tater tots. What would be your dream combination of fast food sort of deal like that? Like, because I know sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to Burger King and get a Whopper, then I'm going to McDonald's and get some fries. You know what I'm saying? What's your ideal sort of combination? Like, what fries would you get, or potatoes rather, would you get with what burger and what drink from what place? You know what I'm saying? You see, it says, so he says, bro, speaking quarter pounder, you had an IHOB burger. No, you know what? Because they changed the name back to IHOP, right? That I heard this week was they said, you know what? We're not International House Burgers anymore. Nobody liked the idea, so we went back to pancake again. That's what happened when they were like, okay, all right, man, we give, man, all right. We do pancakes, man. We'll have some burgers on the menu, but oh, Jesus, man, shut up already, right? Yeah. You know, Chili's, I haven't been to Chili's in forever. When I go to Chili's, they had this like bacon smokehouse burger or something, but I just remember it had this barbecue sauce on, really sticky. It was really sticky. It had but really good thick chicken on there, man, and it was a good burger for sure. But I don't go to Chili's too often. There's not one in my immediate area, rather. I don't go to Chili's too often, but no, I don't have nothing against Chili's. But the Applebee's that's near me, I go there sometimes a week. You know, typically on Friday. I'll be unlikely going there in a while. It's like a club in there. I mean, it's kind of it can be all right, man. That particular Applebee's, you can go to other Applebee's and other parts of town here, and it's not quite the same. It's pretty dull. But what happened? I mean, it bumps and man. I mean, the music's fantastic. I mean, and all it is people picking songs off of the app on their phone. But what app is it? TouchTunes. It's the TouchTunes app, right? And that's all it is. But man, I mean, there's hardly ever a song that plays in there that you don't like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, yeah. You know, you'll see some people dancing a little bit, and I mean, the music's loud, and it's all right, man. Bartenders are good, and you know what I'm saying? Get kind of crowded. It's a trip, man. It's a different little Applebee's. I see people in there every time I go, and they're like, "Man, it's different in here." I'm like, I know. But in any case, well, what I had something that I wanted to mention. Let me see. Maybe, man. Let me see. Let me see this, because maybe I might have to save it for tomorrow. It might be better. Oh, yeah. Let me save that for tomorrow. That'd be a better. The Share Beer Show, we Share Beer Show every Saturday. It used to be Tuesday a while. Now it's every Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube. Let me see if I can. I thought I had stories that were. Oh yeah, let me mention this. Because it's got this auto video that's going to want to play, I think. Okay, but here we go, man. Check this out. In case you haven't heard, share the screen again. McDonald's is giving French fries for the remainder of 2018. Okay, here's the story. If you love McDonald's fries, here's a salty steal you want to miss out on. McDonald's and will be given free French fries for the rest of the year. Every Friday on December 30th. Today, if you're watching this, you can order a fries, but catch. In order to get French fries, download the McDonald's app to get the coupon. You have to make a purchase of at least $1. And after all, who doesn't free food, right? You go, right? So if you want some free fries, buy a Coke. So you buy you're going to get free at McDonald's every Friday. If you go on the McDonald's app and get the coupon, have the coupon on their app every Friday, you can get a free medium fry. So get a Coke, you know, or maybe buy another and then you get another free or something. But in any case, McDonald's giving free fries for the remainder of the year till December 30th. So that's the last day. So every day for the rest of the year, you can go on the app, get free fries, man. Hey, you know, nothing wrong with that. So maybe you go somewhere and get you a better quality burger. You can get some free fries. You know, I don't know. Whatever you want to do, whatever gives you your fancy. But yeah, I thought that was, you know, worth a mention, right? That was good. So in any case, man, we're out of here, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking around as long as you did. And hey, man, thanks for all the comments in the chat. Like I said, the Share Beer Show is every Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube. And we talk a wide variety of things, you know, on top of, you know, what beer we're drinking, go into a little bit more detail on on each beer we're drinking, what's rated on Untappd, which is a popular beer drinking social app. I'll show you my Untappd really quick as I'm going out here. Screen with you really quick. Yeah, I already up here. So here's the profile. It's _ Untappd. More than welcome me on there. Post pictures, beer, and you'll find some of the other guys that, if you look through my friends, you'll find some of the guys that are, follow the show. A few of us are there, and it's kind of to everyone else's who's drank the most, or at least the most beers, and who are the most bad and who don't. It's kind of cool, and it helps keep track of what you think, and maybe just however information you put into it, what you think, what you thought it, all those sorts of things. So it's a cool app. It's UNTAPD, no E D, UNTPD. So if you want to know that on your device, and follow me and all the others, man. We'd see you there. Okay, man. Peace out.